Hello AP Biology students, we're going to go over the 6th section of Unit 1 on Chemistry of Life. For this section, we just got done talking about water, so we're going to move on to the concept known as pH. The pH scale is something you should be familiar with from your chemistry classes. And the pH scale ranges from 0 to 14. Below 7 is acidic, while above 7 is basic. And 7 in the middle here is neutral. Water has a pH of 7, which means it is a neutral solution. Now, something that's really important to understand about the pH scale is it's a logarithmic scale. So each step is 10 times stronger or weaker than the last step. As you can see, we're moving that decimal place each time we move up a level here one place. That means we're multiplying it or dividing it by 10. That's a big misconception with this scale is, say we go from the neutral solution of 7 to 5, it's only 2 times more acidic. No, it is 100 times more acidic. That's because we're going from 7 to 5, we go times 10 and then times another 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. 5 is 100 times more acidic than 7. In the opposite direction, if we go from 7 to 9, we're going to 8 first and then 9. So we multiply by 10 and then another 10. So 9 is 100 times more basic than 7. So every time we move up one of these values in the pH scale, we're actually multiplying it or dividing it by 10. Now, one concept that we have to know about when talking about the pH scale is the concept of ions, which are atoms with a different number of electrons. H plus represents a hydrogen ion, while OH minus represents a hydroxyl ion. Now remember, we have water, which is H2O, and what happens is when water ionizes, it releases an equal amount of hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. You can see our water being broken down into hydrogen, which is H+, which means it lost an electron, and hydroxyl, which is OH-, which means it gained an electron. Something to remember when talking about hydrogen versus hydroxyl ions is remember that hydrogen ions are just a proton. Because hydrogen most often is a proton and an electron, when you lose an electron and become an ion, all you're left with is a proton. So we're basically just measuring the amount of protons in a solution. When we see solutions have more hydrogen ions, we label these as acidic. When they have more hydroxyl ions, they are labeled as basic. Neutral solutions like water have even amounts of hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. As you can see in our two solutions, this side has more hydrogen ions, so it's going to be known as acidic, while this side has more hydroxyl ions, so it's going to be known as basic. This meme is played out, but I still like it. She's a 10. It's on the pH scale, so she's basic. Still like the meme.